Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Texas Longhouse Mead. I'm Carlos, and today we are wrapping up our oaked Bochet Acerglyn. Let's get started. Alright, so what I have here is the two oak Bochets that I did that started out with the avocado blossom honey and maple syrup, which was a 1-to-1 ratio, and once it finished fermenting, we back sweetened it with more maple syrup. And we split it up into 3 batches, or 2 1-gallon batches, and then a half-gallon that I made the chocolate Bochet Acerglyn with. Well, these two that I have in front of me are the oaked versions of it. The one in here in the Breaking Brew meadery glass is the Hungarian oak, and the one in the smaller glass, the Mead House podcast glass, is the American oak one. So we're gonna go ahead and taste these, give you my impressions of them, and I'll also in the description link the Boots and Doots 3 that I did with Man-Made Mead and Doing the Most, where they gave their impressions as well, so you can see third-party impressions as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start these. Smells really good with the maple syrup. This is a Hungarian one. I get light woody oak from it a little bit, nothing overpowering though. And this one I get a little bit more of the American oak that comes through on it. Smells really good. Not quite like a bourbon flavor or aroma, but you get the wood that comes off of it, like a bourbon would when you first open it up. It actually smells really good. All right, let's give them a try. The Hungarian one. That's smooth. I like that. Like if you've seen some of my other videos or seen some of the interviews I've done where I talk about oaks, I always mention Hungarian being one of my favorites, depending on what it's going for, because the Hungarian actually, in my opinion, lends itself to the sweetness of a mead, and it doesn't overpower it. It doesn't make it over woody like some meads with oak, or if they're bourbon oaked or whiskey oaked, soaked barrels or something like that. But this is actually it's smooth, not overpowering. You do get some of the woodiness from it, but it doesn't take over. Yeah, it's got a nice mouthfeel to it. And it sticks to your teeth just a little bit, nothing too crazy. It how else would I describe it? It a little bit, the maple definitely shines through on it. And the Bochet honey, you get a little bit of molasses from the avocado blossom. Some people will describe certain bourbons as having like a tobacco flavor to it. It has something like that, not in a bad way. So don't think tobacco, or people who don't smoke think it's a bad thing. No, it's just a description of how things come together and develop, and it's actually pretty good with that one. Let's give the American one a taste. Again, the wood comes through on it right off the top. Yeah, that's real good too. For a Bochet Acerglyn, I think depending on what you're kind of looking for, this is definitely going to be one that you sit outside by a fire with. It has a little bit of legs to it. You can see it still clinging to the glass. But it's got a little bit more of a smoky wood flavor to it, like American normally does. It definitely blends itself really well with the Bochet honey and the maple syrup. It really ties everything together and makes it smooth. This one, the Hungarian, as much as I like it, Hungarian, like I said, lends itself to sweetness, where this kind of is a good winter warmer. You're going to sit outside by a fire, Oh yeah, that's good. They're both good in their own ways, but depending on what you're looking for, like if you're just going to hang out, you want something to drink, the Hungarian oak one, really good. if you're gonna sit outside, roast some marshmallows, get some s'mores going, stuff like that, I'd say the American would be the way to go with this one. So yeah, that's definitely the way I would do that. It's very good to have both variations because you never know where you're going to be in a situation, so it's good to have both. I would definitely make these again. I encourage you to follow the recipe that I made. I'll also try to link those in the description as well. Oh yeah, I wouldn't change a thing about it. Maybe adding some acid to kind of balance out everything, but I don't think it really needs any, if at all, much. But the way it is now, I would definitely do this again. And I actually plan on doing it, especially for the chocolate Bochet Acerglyn. That one's definitely have its own 5-10 gallon batch going. So if you make these, come back, put it in, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think. Until then, skål. If you like our video, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Share with your friends. Also come over to our Facebook and Instagram pages and give us a like there and stay up to date with anything and everything Texas Longhouse Mead.